myriad of denominations in Christianity was the result of one important historical event, but that event gave the world so much more. Welcome to Moments in Minutes. The Protestant Reformation was the famous split in Christianity that occurred between 1517 and 1648. At the heart of the movement, spearheaded by Martin Luther, John Calvin and Huldrych Zwingli, was the desire to reform the Catholic Church. The Reformation began in 1517 when Martin Luther wrote the famous 95 Theses. This document protested the authority of Catholic institutions and hierarchies over spiritual matters. In its place, the Reformation championed the supremacy of the Bible and the individual interpretations of the faithful. Such ideas were rapidly disseminated throughout Europe by the spread of the Gutenberg press, influencing the development of Lutheran churches in Northern Europe and Calvinist churches in Central and Western Europe. The creation of the Church of England was also heavily influenced by the Reformation, along with the radical churches such as the Anabaptists and the Mennonites. The Catholic Church responded with the Counter-Reformation, aimed at curbing the spread of Protestantism. This resulted in some of the religious divides that we see today, particularly in Europe, where Northern Europe is predominantly Protestant and Southern Europe is predominantly Roman Catholic. However, Central Europe became a hotly contested area. Tensions between Protestants and Catholics in this region led to the 30 Years' War, and for more information on that, please click here. The Peace of Westphalia brought an end to these hostilities in 1648. The world as we know it today owes a large debt to the Protestant Reformation. The Protestant Reformation changed and influenced the world in so many ways. Firstly, the division in Christendom caused by the Reformation weakened the Church as the main institution in medieval Europe. As the Church diminished in stature, the monarchs in Europe gained much more power, and this led to the formation of the secular modern state, that is the foundation of modern globalized society. Secondly, the Reformation helped give birth to the idea of social and political liberty. The growth of Protestantism contributed to the growth of political freedom by providing justification for revolt against tyrannical rule, triggering the birth of modern democracy. It also fostered the notion of individual freedom by emphasizing the spiritual equality of the Catholic elite and regular churchgoers. Out of this came the famed Protestant work ethic, where an individual's rewards and their beliefs in this life and the next were determined by individual efforts and interpretations. Thirdly, the Reformation gave momentum to the scientific revolution and the Enlightenment. These movements made huge strides during this period and helped observation of the modern world replace religion as our source for understanding the world around us and the universe. Without these movements, the Bible would still be the source of law and order, the earth would be the center of the universe, and the social media that I use to educate you would probably never have existed. Thank you so much for your time today. Moments in Minutes is a channel dedicated to making history more accessible to you, the modern day scholar. We emphasize the what and the how, but more importantly the why of history, why it matters and why it's important to you. Please subscribe to Moments in Minutes, where we're creating history every week.